Welcome back again, and we are going to carry on our operator system. Now we discussed about assign and operators, arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, but we haven't go through to details for those logical operators. Now we will discuss about them. First of all, I would like to talk about AND operator. Okay, AND operator is, let me just delete all those things, and then let's see, A and B are the two different integer values. We discussed about the data types and the variables, and I say B is equal to 6, for example. Okay, so the thing is that AND operator is working like this. Let me open a new notepad. Yes, good. And when I open a new notepad, I can prepare a table here. First of all, we are talking about AND operator. So if for two terms, for both sides, for the two terms, we have to have true or false results. If we have true and true, result is going to be true. This is the first rule for the AND operator, and the rest, true and false, this is a possibility, result is going to be false. Or false and true, result is going to be false. Or I will tell you how it works. And the last, false and false, result is going to be false. So as you see, if for the AND operator, if both operands or both terms are true, result is going to be true. Otherwise, results are going to be, in other words, if any one of them is false, then result is going to be false. Okay, I think clearly you have seen the difference. For the AND operator, if both of them are true, result is true, and otherwise, if any one of them has false, result is going to be false. Okay, so from here, let us do some example. For example, what is the result of A is greater than 4, and what is AND operator? This is the AND operator, and B is, let's say, less than 10. Okay, so what is the result for this one? As you see, A is greater than 4. Is it true? Yes, it is true. So then this part is true. And B is less than 10. So it is 6 less than 10. It is also true. And the result, true and true. Let us just check from here. True and true is true. And then result is going to be true. You see, result is not 4, the result is not 5, the result is true. So this is the rule. For the AND operator, on the left hand side we have something which shows which has the result as true, and the left hand side and right hand side, and the second operator, in other words, term, in other words, is also true, is also should be true or false. So true and true, result is true. Here is another example. A is equal to 5, and B is greater than 12. What is the result? Simply you can go back to video and then see what I write there. A is equal to 5, it's true. B is greater than 12 is false. True and false, there is a false there, so result is false. And the next, A is less than 3, and B is not equal to 7. So what is the result? Here A is less than 3, so then A is less than 3 is false, and B is not equal to 7, it's true. False and true, result is false, because if any one of them is false, result is false. And the last example, because I would like to give example for all of them. For example, A is not equal to 5 and B is greater than 30, and the result is A is not equal to 5. As you see, A is not equal to 5 is false because it's 5. B is greater than 30 because it's 6, so it's also false. False and false, result is false. Okay, so then here in parentheses I will put, what was it? The first one is true. Let me make it capital letter. True and true is true. True and false is false. False and true is false. And the last one, which is here, false and false is also false. Okay, this is the result. So it is AND operator, and from here we can go through to OR operator. For OR operator we are using this shape. For OR operator, first I will write something here for OR operator. If both of them are true, true or true, result will be true. And the other one is true or false, result is going to be true. And the other one is true or, false or true, and result is true. And if it is false or false, and result is false. As you see, for the OR operator, different than the AND operator, all possible values, if any one of them is true, here is true or true, here is true, the other one is false, doesn't matter. If it is false but the other one is true, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, every time here it is true, and the other one, false or false, are false all the time if both of them are false. So this is OR operator. Now when we do some example with the with those operators, okay, here are the examples. I'm going to use very same ones because it's very easy for me to use. Let me just copy because they are already ready, and this time I will change all those shapes. You can, after I write all those things, you can just stop and then check if you want to. And then here is example for the OR operator. So it is also true, and this result is also true. Okay, let us check. A is greater than 4, is it correct? Yes, it is correct. 5. B is less than 10, is it correct? Yes, it is less than 10, is correct. True. True or true, result is true. Let us check here. A is equal to 5, yes, it's true. B is greater than 12, it is false, but because there is one true, the result is true. Same logic. A is less than 3, is it correct? No, it's false. B is not equal to 7, is it correct? Yes, it's true. So false and true, false or true, result is true. So the last one is both of them are the false. A is not equal to 5 and B is not greater than, B is greater than 30. These are all, both of them are false, and result is false. This is the result. Okay, to memorize it easily, what we can do also here, think about truths. All truths are 1 and all falses are 0. Okay, so then truths are 1, falses are 0. Look, I'm going to write here 1 then. Okay, and false means 0. Okay, look, I am preparing, and after that I will tell you one more thing, and then you will remember what I said every time. So these are ones and zeros. It is 0, this is 1, this is 0. Look now, 1 0 1 0, and let us see the result. 1 0 0 and 0, and this part is 1 1 1 and 0. Okay, now to memorize. And means multiplication, and or means addition. So let's see. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. As you see, AND operator is multiplication, and then if any one of them has false, which is 0, result is going to be 0. Is it clear? And the next one is OR operator. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, let's say it's 1. So because we are using true or false as 1 or 0. The second one is 1 or 0. 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is also 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. So you see, to memorize it easily, you can use this logic for the AND OR operator. Okay, when we talk about XOR operator, for the XOR operator we have something different that we have to understand, and let me just write here XOR operator. So the values can be true, XOR true, and this time result is false. If false, XOR false, result is false. True, XOR false, result is true. False, XOR true, result is true. So simply we understand that if both terms are equal, if they are same, if both of them are true, or if both of them are false, result is false. Otherwise, if they are different between each of them, true, XOR false, and result is true. Okay, this is how XOR works. And of course, when we come back to here, for the example here, okay, and I'm going to just make quickly a copy again to be able to copy, but this time I'm going to use this sign. What is this meaning? Sorry, for C#. Okay. Do we need it? For now not, but we are learning the basics. So after these operators you will start for coding. So now A is greater than 4. Let me copy these two also to see to get all together. Okay, it is here. Now, is A greater than 4? Yes, true. B is less than 10? Yes, true. True, XOR true, result is false. So this is true, this is false, and result is true. This is false, this is true, and result is true. Both of them are false, and result is false. Okay, this is the result for the XOR operators. So now, until now, we have discussed about logical AND OR and XOR operator. Now I would like to show you about short circuit AND operator, short circuit OR operator. Okay, so then it's very simple to understand, to see what happens. Here is the example. When we talk about short circuit, you put double ampersand. And as you see, when I put here double ampersand, let me do, because I'm going to count something there, that's why let me just not change here. I will copy and change on the copied one, and here you are. This one I will just copy it here, and this is the second one. Okay, after I have double ampersand, in other words, shortcut, short circuit end, as you see, I haven't changed anything, so only change the short circuit end. The result for this is true. The result for this is also true. Okay, what am I going to do here? I'm going to count the process time. Okay, why are we using short circuit in C#? Normally in C#, if you use this, it's okay. But what you can do, we are using generally short circuit. Why? This is the reason. Let us count how many processes that we have done. So A is greater than 4. Is it true? Yes, it is true. So it is 5. It is true. B is less than 10. Is it true? Yes. Both of them are true. Then result is true. So as you see, I check this, I check this, and we have 2 processes. The next one. A is equal to 5. Is it true? Yes. This is the first process. B is greater than 12. Is it true? It is false. This is the second process, and the result is false. So we have 2 processes. Same. A is less than 3. Is it true? No, it is false. This is the first process. B is greater than 7. Is it true? I mean, B is not equal to 7. Is it true? Yes, it is the second process. And then after the second process is 2 processes we have. And the last one also, A is not equal to 5. A is not equal to 5. Is it true? It's not true. It's false. This is the first process. B is greater than 30. Is it true? It is not greater than 30. It is also false. So we have 2 processes. You can understand this part. So then, what I have done for each equality, each comparison, I have just checked each of them, and then as a result, I put true or falses. How many processes I have done for each of them? 2 processes. Let us come to here for the short circuit. Okay, A is greater than 4. Is it true? Yes, this is the first process. And we check the second one. B is greater than less than 10. Is it true? Yes, it is true, and we do 2 processes. So as you see, there is no change for this one. So then it is useless to use this double ampersand. You see? So because for this 1 ampersand, for this one AND operator, we had 2 processes, but for this one also we had 2 processes. So it's useless. But now, when we come here, A is equal to 5. Is it true? Yes, it's the first process. And then I'm just checking the second one. B is equal to 12. B is greater than 12. Is it true? It is false. True and false, and the result is the false. We have also 2 processes. Okay. Now, processor is looking. A is less than 3. Is it true? It is false. Okay, result is false. Why? Because the sentence is any one of them is false. If any one of them is false, we check the first one is false, result is false. So then after 1 process, we decided that is false. Let us come here. A is not equal to 5. Is it true? No, it is false. Then immediately the result is false. So as you see, only 1 process. You don't need to check the others. I don't care if it's true or false, because at the end of the day, the first one is false, result is false. That's why we use that short circuit AND operator. Okay? So then for the first one, it is true. So I must check the second one, because if it is true, if the second one is true, result is true. I must check the second one. If it is false, result is false. So depending on the second one. But here, the first one is false already. You don't need to check the second one. True or false, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are going to get 1. Same logic for the OR operator. If you have single OR operator, so it's going to be 2, the processor is going to look at this one and the other one. 2 operands, yeah, it's going to look at. But if you use double OR like this, double OR like this, okay, double OR like this, what will happen? not two processes, maybe some of them two processes of course, but some of them one. For example, is A greater than 4? Yes, it is greater than 4. If it is greater than 4, it is true. Only one process. Because what is the rule? If there is one true inside, then done. Is A is equal to 5? Yes, it is true. Then result is true immediately. You see, in one process we have done. If A less than 3? No. Then depending on the second one, that's why we have to look at the second one. Then in two processes we decided that is true. Sorry, 2. And the same logic for the false one. So as you see, this is the result for the double OR operator. It is short circuit OR operator. In C# or mainly C based programming languages, we are using those operands. And the last one is NOT operator. And how does it work? NOT operator is working to get the result. If it is true, result is going to be false. If it is false, result is going to be true. Simply better to write like this: A is greater than 10. What is the result of this? So then, is A greater than 10? Unfortunately not. So the result of this is false, but not false is true. Okay, or not, open parenthesis, A is equal to 5, and the result is false. Why? Because A is equal to 5 is true, not true is false. Okay, and the combination of some of those, I'm going to make an example. After that I will stop this video. I will carry on the other part later on. I will just take not this one, let me take this. Okay, let me take this. Here you are. For example, what is the result of this logical operator? Is A less than 3? Because it's 5. Okay, let's do like this. Not, open parenthesis, A is less than 3. Is it correct? A is 5, not less than 3. Then it is false. And in between we have AND operator. B is not equal to 7. Is it true? Yes, it is true. False and true. Okay. And the next step, what's happening? False and true is not. False and true is false, not false. Okay. This is the next step. And as a result is true. Okay. So as you see, result of this query is true. Now, what are we going to do? If somehow, if you need, you can do distribution of this NOT operator to each of them. Okay, how do you do that? First of all, not A is less than 3 means A is greater than and equal to 3. Okay, this less than then means the not less than means greater than equal to 3. And AND operator is converting to OR operator because it is not AND, means OR. And B is not equal to 7, so which means that when you convert it, not equal to 7 is equal to 7. Okay, so then in other words, this operator, I mean this operation can be written like this way. Okay, now let us carry on. Is A greater than equal to 3? Is A greater than equal to 3? Yes, of course. So the result is true. Or is B equal to 7? Of course not. It is 6. Then result is true or false. Result is true. As you see here, this true is equal to this true. So then result of this query, not query, the result of this operation is equal to this operation is equal to true all the time. Okay, so now we discussed about operators, logical operators, how does it work. You can just pause video and then repeat everything again if you would like to. And our next step is going to be bitwise operator. Maybe because before bitwise, anyway, so bitwise and question mark, this operator, these two operator, I'm going to discuss in the next video. That's enough for now. I hope to see you again soon.